JS on airtime now. A group of belly dancers claim they were plundered by Pirate Fest.
Well, now they have filed a lawsuit. We are joined by Bruce Vilmeny with the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel. So I have to say it, Bruce, what's all the belly aching about?
Well, I guess the same problem anybody would have when you don't get paid, you sue.
Okay, so this was the Pirate Fest up in Ozaukee County in Port Washington. How much were these belly dancers supposed to get, and when were they supposed to get it?
They're supposed to get $700 to perform, I believe, 2 times during the festival, which runs like Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday in Port Washington. It's always the first weekend in June. And apparently last year, they claim in their lawsuit they did their part, but at the end of the festival, when they're supposed to be paid, they didn't get the money, and then they had to dun the festival organizers a bit, and eventually got some payments, but are still missing $525.
And did some checks bounce along the way here, too?
Yeah, apparently they got, one of the first checks they got did bounce, and then they eventually sued. Now, I talked to their lawyer for the belly dancers, and they didn't really want to get too angry because apparently they like to perform there, and they were popular at the festival, and there's some effort to try to save the festival. And there's the city council in Port Washington had recently had a meeting when they talked to the organizer, and they said they'd like a little more information about people in charge of different committees. That the city likes to have the festival. They claim it drew almost 30,000 people last year, but it wasn't run quite to the standard they would like. And while it's put on by this nonprofit, everyone sort of assumes it's the city's festival, so the city has a stake in making sure it's run properly.
And Bruce, how many times in your career have you been able to say the sentence, "I spoke with the lawyer for the belly dancers"?
That's the first time.
Excellent. Bruce, thank you so much for
Glad
joining
it was with
us this afternoon. And you can read more about this very interesting story at jsonline.com. We have a link on our website, today'stmj4.com.